my DJ, DJ, that's my DJ. Don't you already know this? Knives and collars go DJ, that's my DJ, DJ, that's my DJ, DJ, that's my DJ. Don't you already know this? Knives and guns go DJ, that's my DJ. I walk in the club, everything I see. Check it out, check it out. Hold that, hold that. Look. What's happening, y'all? It's your boy Lil Yah from UNLV. You heard me? Welcome to my podcast, the Be Real 23 podcast. Y'all go ahead, hit that like and subscribe button ASAP. And tell a friend and don't know about my podcast about my podcast. You heard me? Check it out. Today, I got a guest for y'all. There's a very, very interesting person. You know what I'm saying? Dude actually stayed on my block when I stayed in the 7 for a short period of time. You know what I'm saying? In New Orleans, matter of fact. And a real intelligent kid and male adult or whatever, you know what I'm saying? How we gonna put it? You know what I'm saying? So I really want y'all to pay attention to this man and give him his flowers and see why I paid attention to him and I'm giving him his flowers. You dig? But we got a lot of people coming in. For y'all that just coming in, this is Fetachiny, a guy from New Orleans, and we about to run some shit. But first, I'm gonna let him introduce himself. What's happening, dog? How you doing, bro?
Man, bless up to you, Lil Yah, UNLV. One of the first half, better half, the other half of UNLV. Bless up to everybody on the podcast that's joining us. Bless up to y'all families, friends, and people that may not even like it. My name Lance Parlow from New Orleans, Louisiana. My friends and people who know me call me King Fettuccine the Green Lamborghini. I just ain't got it yet, but it's on the way.
Hold on. Wait up. Make sure everything is clear on your end, because I can barely hear you, and I want my listeners to really hear you because you are an interesting person. So
Okay, let
take
me
your
get
time
close.
and make sure your camera's straight or whatever, and deliver and make it count. You heard me?
Yes, sir.
By the way, this is the second season of my podcast, y'all. So
Well,
let's start
congratulations
right
to
here.
that.
I'm gonna ask you this: who is Lance? First of all,
Lance. Lance is me.
who is Lance
Lance is
Parlow? Who is Lance
Lance
Parlow? I
is
should say.
Lance Parlow is a Sagittarius. You hear my birthday December the 13th. And I'm a outgoing person. I'm a Lance Parlow is a person that God has put on the earth to be a vessel of love for people. Because ever since I was a baby, I was just one of love. I was in a picture with two of my cousins who like right behind me, and I'm the only one in the picture showing a happy face. Like they just looking the same demeanor that they have today. It's like which is a humble one, more humble than I. I'm a more entrepreneur, a person who loves music, a person who loves people and kids, and animals, and the color green, and this color green, and a person who loves education, love my kids. And I just want to see the world do better than one day violence just stop. Like unnecessary people getting killed, things like that. Like I come from the streets of New Orleans, and I, you get tired of seeing you get part of something so much that you get tired of it, and that's where I'm at with it. So I hope that answers your question.
You answered it well, real well. Now let us know who is Fettuccine.
Oh man, now fettuccine with the green Lamborghini. I just ain't got it yet, but it's on the way. You understand that? You first, you gotta speak it to existence, and when I get it, I'm gonna donate it to people with sickle cell. I know a young lady who has sickle cell, and I just call her a real T warrior. And now
Ooh,
ever since then, I said
hold
that.
up. Don't mean to cut you off, and I do that, and I'm practicing to stop doing that as far as cutting people off. But I'm a little older, and I only do it because I don't want to lose my train of thought. That's why I
No,
do
I
it. I'm a
exactly.
great
I
listener.
understand. I'm the same way. The
But
same
what
way.
you just said, speaking in existence, a lot of people don't know anything about that, and that's real, bro. You know, in
I was
order
raised in
to
the
be
church.
who you want to be, you got to vision yourself being that person. And you got to believe that that's you're going to be. You're not going to try and be that person. You're going to be that person. And that's called manifesting. And you know what I mean? You got
Yes,
to
sir.
speak it. You know, we
We have to because if you don't believe in yourself, somebody else can't. You like
okay.
what? One thing my supervisors, I used to sell magazines door to door at a point in life, and my supervisor told me I was one of the best, not boasting myself, but just offer results. And he was like, "You can't." I would talk about training somebody. He was like, "You can't want more for somebody than they want for themselves." And him like,
Right,
what?
right, right.
That stuck
It's
with me.
like it's like, oh, in life, you either live somebody else's dream through them when like working like a dog for them and they getting the majority of it, whatever, or you believe in your own dream and do what you need to do to accomplish that. But at the end of the day, I think that should be everybody goal to want to have their own. I mean,
Yes, because it feels so much better. It really do, because you don't have to listen to your mama, your auntie, your cousin sleeping on somebody's sofa. Then you can't have company or stuff,
right,
just crazy stuff. You know, it just
right.
like you be like you feel so much better in your own, because and then you don't want to go nowhere when you get your own, you know?
Ain't nothing wrong with isolation, bro. You know what I'm saying? I mean, people need to really get the time to know themselves, and you do that, you'll know. Yeah, easy for you to take accountability over your wrongs and your right. You know what I'm saying? Is
Speak,
and that
brother. Speak. A lot
I'm
of
just
people
saying, man.
relationships go bad
This
because people
about
can't
you,
take
not me
accountability.
though. I'm just relating to where you at with it. You know what I'm saying? And
Speak,
I
man.
have, I have like, I was always the type of dude that was always learning from older cats when I was young. You know, I'm a little
Mhm,
older now. You know, I ain't gonna tell my age, but I'm older now, obviously. You
mhm.
dig? But
Yeah.
nowadays, I feel like the world has shifted, and now kids like not kids, but you're an adult, you're a grown man, but you're younger than me, and this is where I get my knowledge from y'all now. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what's really going on with the. I don't know. I just don't know, but I know it's different. I never was the type that hung around youngsters, bro. Yellow was probably the youngest dude that was around me coming up as a kid. BG was as well. BG was a little bitty boy though. You know, when we met, BG was maybe 2 or 3 years old type. You know what I'm saying?
Lord, you
Really.
been knowing BG that long?
Been knowing him that long, man. I
Man,
could
listen,
tell you a
salute to you,
story
cause like,
about
go ahead, my bad.
we ain't gonna jump to BG because it's about you. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
I
I
wasn't about
want
to say. I was
people to
saying
know they
salute to
cool in
you.
fettuccine and why you on my podcast getting flowers.
Bet. Okay. Well, you want to ask me a question? I can
So
keep
where you
talking.
from, man? Tell the people where you from.
I'm from downtown New Orleans. I was born in the nine well across the canal. By the time I was 6, 7 well. By the time I was 12, we moved in the we moved in the 8 well. Then we moved in the east on Tyrone Lane and Cindy Place. Then we moved back around to where I met you at when we was staying up there when I was a little older. Like I grew up
Oh,
around New Orleans, like, but my dad from uptown, so the you in my blood too. You hear me? Like, though,
where
I'm
your
from
dad
New
from
Orleans
uptown?
because he from about the Thomas. Like my real dad and my
Shit.
biological daddy. You hear me? My real dad and my biological out the Thomas. You feel me? And like, so it's like the you uptown in my blood for real. But like
Gotcha,
the most
gotcha.
of all, New Orleans is because throughout when I was 16, I started going in and out of jail. And you meet brother. When I tell you, I ain't gonna even lie to you. I'm just gonna tell you, I was on a mission. Like you met so many real people, fake, and some real live like action getters. You know what I mean? Like, and I was like around some of these people, and then you come back like years later, and you see him on, on YouTube, like, man, this dude, like, wait, what? Like on some real, like, man, it's just like, and for me, coming up in New Orleans, man, New Orleans, if you can survive in New Orleans and in New Orleans jail, man, you can know how to hustle and do anything anywhere. You feel what I mean?
It's real
And
tough.
not
It's
to
real tough.
not to not to talk about nobody else. See, I know we got all the violence in this stupid in the stupid things going on. Excuse my language, but at the same time, it's the best city in the world. I'm gonna tell you why. Everybody want to come here. Everybody. What's you can't party at no 12 at 3 in the morning, at 4 in
Nowhere.
the morning. And
Nowhere.
I'm gonna tell you something crazy. I'm gonna tell you this now. If they don't stop the violence in the French Quarter, I see it in my head. Bourbon Street is gonna become a weekend place. It's gonna be closed the whole till the weekend. I don't. I just see it. I just seen that in my head. To
Wow.
be honest with you,
But
and
that'd be
it's like
bad for the economy, and that's the only thing really.
Exactly. But see how they you see how they closed it down for 2 days. Them 2 days they closed it down. And if people if on the way they still growing it up, in my opinion, they still because Master P said it's going to it's going to continue. But if Master P was like, nah, I won't do why everybody was gonna listen. You feel what I mean? So
Right.
if people going off but so it's like if this the negative drama and killing has to stop, brother, like because it make no sense for people to just be losing their people for no reason. You know what I'm saying? Like they spoke about, talked about as grown people. Like you don't have to be so quick to violence. You understand me? Like my little cousin shot me. You hear me? On my fifth cousin side. You hear me?
Damn.
Like
What
I'm not.
happened?
I'm just saying that to not to tell nobody who my people is. Like I'm not
Right,
saying
right.
this. I'm saying like because I ain't tell the police who he was, and the police asked me. What happened was that honestly, it was a whole other story. It was behind some small stuff, but it was the principle behind he trying to play with me. Like honestly, the story. Like he went to jail, right? The boy lost his car in the French quarters. Man, so he called me 3 days later. He don't even know where the car at.
Yeah.
So I listen. I go find his car, get my little partner that I really don't trust to drive my car, and I'm gonna drive his because I don't want him to go in his car and go in. I don't know what he got. So I'm gonna take you know what I'm saying. So I let him drive. At this time I got a Benz. I don't know about drive my car. He got to cover my people out. I don't do all that. So
Right.
I did. That's the first thing I did. Like when he come home, I put some money in his hand. I smoked him out. The night before this happened, he was like, "Man, give me some green for my girl." So I'm coming over with this female. You know? And he was so I give it to him. So the next morning I
Hey,
run out.
one minute,
So
one
like,
minute. Your stream is froze, but my listeners
yeah,
can hear your voice real good. Just continue to speak. Don't worry about that. I mean, they know me. They know I try to perfect everything I do, but some things I just can't right now. So they fuck with me, period. So continue the story. But just to let you know, you all froze on my screen. So don't even
yeah,
worry
I
about
see
that.
it.
I asked you to cut your phone off. Maybe you didn't, maybe you did, but
I
continue the
did.
story, man.
Oh, brother.
All right,
And
well, I don't know what the
so
problem was. Go ahead.
man, I just hope y'all hear me because
They
I don't
definitely hear
need to
you.
really tell about my story, but like I was blessing him, I was showing him the love that you show your partner or your friend when he come on from jail and he ain't got nothing. If you've been in the jail system, you understand where I'm coming from. You understand? Like I was like basically making sure he was straight. You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
So when he went to acting bad with the smallest thing, I literally looked like flashed out on him. Like, nigga, you tripping. I ain't hit him or anything like that. I wanted to fight and I was trying to fight. So I started taking all my stuff from that boy.
Mm-hmm.
So he got up. I see the gun in his pocket. But the last time I don't play with people around with guns because I ain't gonna use that bitch, especially on my people. You understand me?
Right,
So when I
right.
see you with a gun, I see it around you. You know, the first time we had an argument, I went took it apart and hit it piece by piece upstairs. They gonna play hot, warm for it to find it. You know what I'm saying? So I couldn't do that time. As I backed away from like about 10 seconds later, I just see a gunshot. Go, man,
Yeah.
my foot was burning. Boy,
Your
I never
foot?
felt the pain. Huh?
You say he shot you in your foot?
That's why I felt it at. It was in my leg, but I ain't feel
Oh,
it in my leg. I
hmm,
felt it in my foot. And to be honest with you, I forgave him for it. You dig?
right.
And I ain't gonna even cap. Like, I thought about it. I said, man, bitch, you. And my first thought, like, this nigga deserve to go somewhere where and like and pay for it. Like the
Mm-hmm.
first thought, like on some bitch ass shit. Excuse my language. In a street level. But I say, man, you can't do that to the dude because I wouldn't want him to do it to me. So then I was like, leave. I told him to leave when he done it. You hear me? I told him leave. I said, leave. He was like, I ain't leaving. I'm staying right here. And so in my head, I'm like, yeah, we'll do. Police come in the ambulance and asking me, oh, you shot yourself, huh? Boy, you better go suck a meat pecker and get out of here. Like, I don't want to talk. Like, and
Right,
pretty much, and that was a wrap. And they kept coming to the hospital asking me who I don't know who it was.
right.
You know what I mean? I don't know who it was. But the crazy thing about it, I prayed and I forgave him. That boy came home. That boy hit a lick. I'm about to hit a lick for some bands. That boy gave me $200.
You serious?
I'm like, that's it, bro? Bitch, like, you could be in jail for a long time.
Yeah, yeah.
And
He
you
look
gonna give
at
me
that. He look
200?
at the fact that, but being from New Orleans, I mean, I again, I don't mean to jump off the subject, but shouts out to BG. But I mean, New Orleans, bro. Nobody don't. That ain't that snitching topic is like nobody don't do that really. You know what I'm saying? In our city, and not
Yeah,
they don't do
yeah.
that. That's why you pop back on now. They can see you real
Mhm.
good. Whatever.
I had to
But check
tap
it
the
out.
thing. I tapped the front and back at the same time. That's what I did. Somebody told me to do it.
Right.
Like
But I
I
mean, I'm starring you out, giving you stars for what you did, but I'm just letting you know and letting the world know that snitching is something New Orleans just don't do. Period.
yeah,
We
you gotta
never
be
was
real.
involved in that shit, really.
As soon as you
You
play
know
the
what I'm
police,
saying?
we gonna leave. You gonna talk about them. I won't be around you. Like
We have a law. We have a system. I don't know if it's still the same, but when I was there, we had a system that says 90 days, if they don't have a gun or a witness, they're gonna release you no matter what crime you
that
do.
was 60 days. Yo, that
It
went
was
away. That
60.
was six.
Well, I
That
think it
was
was
60
90
days.
when 90.
Boy,
It was 3 months when I got caught up for
it
some
was
shit I
100.
didn't do.
It was 120. It was 120, and then extended to 3 months. They had extended if they wanted to. Well, we've been through stuff like that. You hear me? I've been
Okay.
through it. I've been through all kind of stuff in jail, like man, and in prison, in HOD in New Orleans. Shout out to New Orleans and anybody doing time that ain't no rapist, that ain't rat on nobody, that ain't did nothing fraudulent. You hear me? Who holding it down? Shout out to females and all, because they got people in all these places. They have some weird jails out there in the whole world. They got weird. When they think they are, we gotta consider ourselves blessed, brother, because I was watching something today on YouTube and they got the 10 worst jails in the United States, worst prisons. Penitentiary.
Where
They
we
got
at
one
on
with,
there?
and it's crazy, huh?
Where we at on there? On the jail.
What you mean?
On the list. You said it's the 10 worst jails, right?
Or that New Orleans wasn't
Where
in it.
New
It was
Orleans at on that list?
it wasn't. It was the United. It was like America, like overseas, and
Oh.
like all them other places. Like you be so man, it
See,
was crazy.
I saw something on I think it was a YouTube station or something where the dudes was leaving jail in New Orleans coming back with
Boy,
guns and all
listen,
kinds. That
listen.
shit
I
was
made a
real?
song about that. I was on a tip. I was on a tip when that happened. I was on a tip. Boy, nigga had invisible guns. I mean, see-through guns, plastic guns and shit on everything. Right-handed guard, boy. Nigga had plastic guns in the bucket. In the same bucket we
I
was
saw
putting
that
the
shit.
war
It
in.
was showing it. The
I
boys
ain't
was
never heard this. I
coming.
ain't never
It
see
was
this.
how the fuck they was breaking out, coming back in though? Why would they come back
Man,
in?
because you know we in the HOD. This happened in HOD. I forgot what
That's
floor
where
we
it
was
was
on,
at. Hey, I remember
but
HOD.
that side, but
You see the bridge,
that
you see
dope.
the 2-lane bridge, right?
Yeah,
Right
you
there.
gotta be on that side though. You gotta be on
Right,
that
right.
side. If you not on the side where you can go to the Calio, you're dead. You don't make no sense to do it because you're gonna get stuck out. You hear me? But listen, nigga was trying to get me to go out there too. This on right hand of guard, boy. I was on the two niggas like, man, they opened the door. The sergeant left it open, left that motherfucker unlocked. So they went all the way down and got out. Niggas on the weekend, boy, nigga, at nighttime, niggas going to the Calio coming back. You hear me?
I
They come
saw
back
that shit,
without
bro. I saw that shit
cell
with my
phone.
own eyes. I saw niggas shooting dice and niggas strapped and everything with my
Cell
eyes, dog.
phones,
I was like,
guns.
is this
Nigga had
real?
no knives up in no HOD. Boy, nigga had a gun. I was scared. I was in my head. I was scared to death. But in my outside, I was like, yeah, damn, we got that up in here. I'm like, shit, I can't wait to go home, dog. I'm scared.
Well, let me ask you this. Now, this would puzzle me. Why didn't anybody else like that was just leave? If they was doing it, why y'all didn't? It was like some ranking type shit that was able to do it, or they was getting if
No,
they was
honestly,
feeding.
nigga, it was a free. That was free game, man. Nigga was all about your choices, nigga. I was on. I wasn't going. I was on a urge band, but I'm about to go risk my hand. Police looking for me, and I be getting in more
But I
trouble.
mean, you wasn't scared to death. You know them niggas leaving, coming back,
Man,
boy.
I'd rather be up in there than outside, and I'd rather be in there than with them. But then at least I didn't know where I'm at. I'm supposed to be where I'm at. You feel me? I ain't going nowhere.
Yeah,
I ate good, nigga. I mind when I learned one thing, you mind your mother business.
that's right.
You
That's
see, and
right.
you
That's
don't see.
right.
That's the you see and you don't
The
see in that mug. You hear
main
me?
thing.
So
Anywhere
when the
you
police,
go,
so when they
anywhere
come
you
asking
go.
you questions, yeah. So when they come asking you questions, you ain't seen Nate and Nathaniel. I don't know what you talking about. I was asleep. Nigga, my mat way over there on the floor. You hear me? Nigga, you know, we need to be having us to 10 deep, 10, there's that 10 beds and 10, 15 deep in there. You hear me? 15 deep, stuff like that. But I was in there. I was in there
We
on
had
some
some niggas
floor.
didn't have beds and shit,
I was
right?
sleeping on the floor in front of the
So
fan. I was
that
one
was
of them
the
that some
overcrowdedness of the prison,
yeah.
Central. I mean, Old Parish, shit like that. That
Yeah,
was really
that was only
overcrowded.
HOD. It was overcrowded HOD. That's the only HOD. They put you in there and they be ipping out of it. And it wasn't about like no like seniorities with the beds. If you was in there first, you jump in the bed. If the next bed that comes up, if it's the top, you get in it. And if the bottom bunk that you on and that person go home, you get it first. Unless you some type of scary nigga or the person who the cover to, you got partners who gonna get that bed. Most likely they gonna get the bed. Unless you just so like you don't want to give up your bed, unless you ready to fight for it, just something
Yeah,
like that. You
right.
know, like I watched this and experienced this in my whole life,
That
man.
shit
And I tell
wild,
you,
bro.
like
Niggas think
the
that's
stuff out there,
shit, bro. I was looking at that like, God, I didn't think that was real, bro. You telling me you was in there, man? That shit.
man. Real
That's
life, I was
unheard
in
of
there, man.
situations, bro. I mean,
This
really,
was
my
crazy,
nigga, that shit is unheard of, bro.
man. It was in a bucket, bro. I seen this in a bucket. I was like, I didn't even know what I was looking at, but I seen a bullet, bro, through the bucket. I was like, it's a gun. When the niggas like, come look, we in the tent, we on the same cell. Everybody in the same cell, we rocking. You ain't worried about the other. You hear me? Like they're in the other cell and they like somebody else down the street. But in a cell, if you was in that cell, you was good. And I was in the cell, they was like, I was in the cell with the tear up. You hear me? Everybody with all the cheese and all the bread, everything, cookies, cakes. We was eating good. You know, and they ain't playing with a nigga neither. You hear me? But Fetachiny been through a whole lot of those things, and man, I really want to talk to these young adults, these young teenagers, let them know, like, man, guns, knives, drugs, that's not the road if you really want to be successful. And people say education is not, but it is because the more education you have, the more the further you're better off. And you know what education is? The knowledge. If you don't have knowledge
Information,
about,
right? Information,
huh?
knowledge.
Yeah, if you don't have the knowledge and information about anything, how can you do anything? So, you know what I'm saying? So if you don't, and people are like, oh, yes, you do, because you have to learn something to get where you're trying to go. You have to learn how to touch the screen of anything. You know what I mean? And like when I say people gotta really push for their goals, because if you don't, you ain't gonna get it. You know? If you don't, you're not
Right.
gonna get it, brother.
Hey,
I appreciate everything and opportunity, man. Shout out to you again because this is a great opportunity to share my story, a part of my story that it was never heard. And one of my passions is music. Like, shout out to Young Dolph. I'm freezing again.
shout out
Shout
to
out to
Dope.
Young.
Rest in peace, Dope. Yes, sir. Yes,
Shout out to
sir.
Dolph and Soldier Slim. You heard me? And
Shout.
Free C Murder. You dig? And like that's real
For
talk
real, for real.
because Dolph is one of my favorite who I can really relate to. Like you hear me? But like Lil Wayne has always been my favorite rapper since I was a little kid. Like just like my first one, Lil Wayne. Learn all cash money, like everything from New Orleans. I don't give a damn if it's Pac, U, P, everything from New Orleans is my favorite. You feel me? Like that's how I came up because that's what I come up on. That's how I
Mm-hmm.
learned how to be me, like how to have sauce, how to jump shy. You heard me? How to, you know what I mean? How to did it bop, how she
Right,
bopping through that. You heard me?
right, right.
Like
That's what
that's
I'm
how I
talking,
was brought
man.
up
That's
and
good.
raised. Like
Yes.
I was, I was brought up and raised off of legends. You hear me? And I'm talking about everything in New Orleans, man. They got these other states becoming, but like really, New Orleans is a blessed state, a city of music. Look how far Master P done made it. Look how far Baby done made it. Look how far you made it. And look how far I'm gonna make it. Just know, watch how far I'm gonna make it because when we do make it, oh man, we're gonna give so much back to the community. We want to do. I want to get for each one from the east to Kenner, from Kenner to the West Bank, from the West Bank to Uptown, from Uptown to Downtown. Man, we want to touch this city and help it in a major way and show these younger kids, this new generation, that it's more to life than going to jail for the rest of your life. It's more
Big
to
time.
life than that. You can't get no girls in jail, boy. You can't get no noonie.
You
You
don't.
can't.
They don't realize if you got all the money in the world on the street. If you incarcerated, my brother, you locked up. You dependent on somebody to get you your money.
Hey,
You
you
know
took the words out of my
that
mouth.
shit ain't cool, bro. The
And guess
prison. I
what? They gonna
mean,
be spending your money. Like I done see
right,
niggas. I used to be on the tier with niggas making the plays. You hear me? And they up now, right? Go. I'm glad they made it second. And I still talking about making the plays. And they boy, if you moved a certain way, it was crazy. But I got off something like this that fast. I apologize. But like that jailhouse system, man. Be honest with your brother, y'all don't want to go there. You need to focus on educating yourself
man,
on
what's
something
happening?
that
I
you
don't
really
know
love
who
yourself.
told them jail was cool. Jail is really for dummies. And I mean, you can. It ain't what you do; is how you do it. Remember that first of all. But the dummies, the ones that get caught. Really,
Yeah, nigga, I tell
you
y'all that
shouldn't
the
be doing what you
you
don't know how to do.
exactly.
Simple as
And
that. You know what I mean? But I don't condone none of that prison shit. I never went to jail as a
and
juvenile. I don't know nothing about, but again, it's not about me. This is you and I'm giving you your flowers. So I
okay.
understand. I was watching the WWL news, and that's the biggest, one of the biggest news broadcasters in New Orleans for those that not aware of what goes on in New Orleans. And these young guys on there saying that he been arrested 55 times, man. So I'm not gonna keep holding that negative shit over your head because obviously I'm on you because you're doing some shit that got my attention. So explain to these people what it is you do, man, and exactly your education level and all that, bro.
To
After,
be
despite of being in prison, I mean jail 55 times.
all right. And in spite of going through prison 55 times and doing all the time in jail I ever did, y'all, I actually came home. I set the goal in prison. I said to myself, if you ain't gonna, your dreams are not gonna happen if you don't get your GED. And the reason I didn't have my GED, that's the most important part, is because I was lacking in school. And what I was lacking in is my behavior, not listening to my mom, not listening to my teachers. And I was one of the fastest in my school, in the district, and football was my dream. You hear me? Let's just go there. I'm just gonna say that. But in spite of all those things, my dream was to always go to college and high school. I never made it to high school. I barely made it to middle school. Once the sixth grade came, the last time I ever did work in class, I was cutting seventh and eighth grade, cutting up. You hear me? And still out the store selling candy because I ain't had no food at home. And so that's when I started going in and out of jail. But after that, I honestly set the goal to like be better. And I need to get my GED. And once I get it, I'm going to help myself. So I got it when I was in prison.
Wow.
When I came home, listen, but that was one of the most exciting moments. Yeah, like the feeling inside, like right up your whole heart, your soul. You be like, I feel this love, this joy. That's the joy I had, right? When I got the diploma in the mail I was at the work release camp. I was work release, man. I got mail. Boy, I was so I showed everybody. I was like, man, you know how hard I worked for this? I wrote this goal
Man,
down. I wrote it down. So write your goals down. I wrote it down
big
and
time. Big.
and so
Remind yourself every day. Knowing is cool, but reminding yourself is different. You know, you
yeah,
every day you write that shit, you look at it, man. Look, this what I'm gonna be. This, yeah, you gotta do that. You gotta manifest it, bro.
and
Gotta have
so
a little bit of faith too, and never quit. Keep going, man.
and so when I after I did that, I came home. I went home. I ain't gonna lie, I went back to jail for 9 months for dealing with a woman I call toxic. It's crazy. But
So hold on. I'm not. I'm just trying to. I'm looking at the picture that you painting. Were you something like a pimp, or you just had females around you that was like beneficial to you, and you were beneficial to them? Or how was that? You
I
keep
mean,
mentioning
I'm gonna keep
females,
it
and
a
you had
hundred.
a Benz, and having Benzes in New Orleans
Nah,
ain't
I
regular
bought that.
for like it is in Houston or anywhere
Oh,
else. That
now
shit
me
regular.
personally,
You know what I mean? Really.
oh yeah, I bought my Benz. I bought mine cash. But and they went
Well,
through no
see what I'm
females,
saying?
man.
You're a special dude, bro. You
So
don't
like,
understand this.
so listen, let me run it with you so I can forget. So look, so the chick also, I never considered. I ain't gonna lie. At one point, I was trying to be a pimp because I was on Bourbon Street, and it's like a game. This world is a game. So if you play in a game, if you gonna play Madden right now, and your partner going to get the Chiefs, who you going to get? The Giants, or you going to get somebody to beat the Chiefs?
Somebody to beat the Chiefs.
Exactly. So I said to say this, y'all. When you in the game, you playing the game, you're playing to win. So in order to play to win, you have to get every piece in possession to win. And so on Bourbon Street, it was either I'm gonna tell you what's on Bourbon Street. They got pimps, hustlers, hoes, bums, and people who work out there, and tourists. Everybody out there because of the tourists. You feel me? And so when people out there for the tour, they got all those things. So if you gotta be one of those things, if I'm gonna be one of those, a D boy, I should say as a hustler. So if you a hustling dude, you gonna see this, and that's what I saw. I saw having a female who was about her money was another way of hustling. You feel me? And it was like
Got you.
the badder your chick is, the bigger your hustle gonna be because that bag that's coming to y'all is gonna be nice, and you gonna put it together. And if you do right, you gonna take care of her. You understand what I'm saying? And like that she gonna stay loyal, she gonna stay silent. That's what I call a stump down chick. You feel what I mean? Like so, like I consider myself a pick because I ain't had no I always lost foes. Excuse my language. I lose, man. Listen, like I have a roster, boy. About all the chicks I ain't lost. I'm talking about chicks. I had a chick get one day gave me like a bankroll. I knocked her socks off. The next 2 days, I see her later. She come telling the dude to give me some payment instructions. What they call it on their pimp? It's like when she my walking papers. Like she
You
tell the
get
nigga she can
me?
choose with another nigga. You hear me? So I
Yeah.
was like, damn, that's my partner to this day because of that. You hear me? But back to what you asked me. After all I did all that, that's just me being a hustler because I seen the piece I wanted to get. So I try to win. So after all that, I went to school at Delgado,
I
registered
went there
myself at
too.
Delgado
Yeah, me and
as
Tim
a
with the Delgado, man.
and I graduated alumni class of 22 on
Congratulations, boy. That's
uh,
big.
thank you.
Big.
I made the dean's list, the National Leadership Honor Society, and the Student Honors Council. And right now, that's where I'm at right now because of me being shot in 22. So I'm working to get my life in total order. And when my career get really going, it's over with. Like I'm a residential electrician and logistics manager.
Wow.
That's what I graduated in. A residential electrician and logistics manager. And I'm still in school right now for small industrial electrician and hospitality management. But I just finished in my music business concentration, and that was one of my favorite things. That's my hobby. Like I didn't even, man, I ain't gonna lie. I just got the books and just went to learn about the music. I was crazy. It's like I generated so much music, yo. It's a shame. And it's just like some of the things people be like, man, this is nice. And I'm like, man, I heard some hits in my head. I'm like, wow, I got to keep going. And then to hear
Got to.
from someone like you was like, man, that's some great music. That's a great record. That's how you know you old school. You talk about that's a record. You hear me? You hear me? So I was like, man, that's a real that's a flower to me. That's like a green one because that's my favorite color you see on my shirt. That's like a green flower. I mean, I'm talking about this like the thing that'll get my attention instantly is this color. And it's crazy because it makes me smile and it uplifts me. And I just want to, and speaking of uplifting, I want to thank God because for you, I want to thank God for your family, your friends, as well as your enemies. You might have people that don't like you that you don't even know about. But we're gonna ask God we're gonna ask
There
God
you
to
go.
touch them. We're
There
gonna
you
ask
go.
God to touch them in a
They
major
don't know
way.
no better. That ain't even them. That ain't
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah,
mean? That ain't even them. They thinking they
we're
trying
gonna
to
ask God to
clean
touch them
all
in a
that.
major way
You
because
I even like to get that type of shit no attention, bro, for real, because I've been dealing with that too long and didn't know how to deal with it, which made me
somebody at
have
my
mental
door.
problems and shit. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't got the type of energy I pray for them because I really believe that's demons that they don't even know in them. You know what I'm saying? For real. So
Yeah,
I pray that they get it out of them, man, because they don't know what they do. You know what I
I don't
mean?
even have
So
it.
that's some other
I need
shit,
one.
bro. You know what I mean? But yeah, Fetachiny and Lags, oh,
I'm
that's
sorry
one
about that.
person.
Somebody.
Me, boy, you read it, bro. You solid. You read it, dog. I really like the fact how you overcame all your obstacles despite of going to jail, bro. I mean, that shit ain't is man. It's kind of hard living in the different places, bro. I'm gonna tell you like this.
I'm ready to
It's
get out.
kind of hard to go to jail in New Orleans, really. Because in
Well,
Texas, bro, you do
goddamn.
anything. They gonna lock your black ass up and they don't give a fuck about nothing but a conviction. That's all they care about is a conviction, bro, for real. And once you get that strike on your back, that's all they care about. They don't give a fuck if you get a 30-year sentence and it's not aggravated. You could do like 15 months off that 30-year sentence
And
and
come
get
back on paper.
parole.
Oh,
And that shit be over your head all the way to that 30 year done. But
they ain't gonna do that in New
if
Orleans.
it's an aggravated case in Texas, you're gonna do at least half of your time before you even come up for parole.
Because
You
it's a
see what I'm
two,
saying?
it's a one, it's a 3-for-1 out there.
Right.
Listen, I've been in jail
But
four
it's
places, and
different,
Texas
bro.
is
I
one of them.
promise you. You come your ass out, Chip, and get in trouble. You see how you don't went to jail in New Orleans 55 times? You ain't gonna go back one time. You go to TDC, you ain't gonna go. In Harris County, bro. Oh man. Bro, nigga, you talking about those conditions. I never saw no shit like that. Like I was saying earlier, about how the boy was breaking out, going to Cali, or getting work and coming back in and whoop, whoop, you know what I'm saying? But man, shit, bro, these people will beat you to the debt from not even wanting to call them boss man. That's slavery type shit, really. So
Yeah,
where we from, I'm respecting these people mind. I'm calling them deputy and cap, all that, that's our language. But they bucking on me because I'm from where I'm from and
and you
I don't
calling
know
them
y'all
captains?
system yet, homie. And why they boop de woo, you know what I'm saying? So them people fuck clean over
Man,
me,
listen,
bro.
I've
Clean
been there.
over me. But
I've
God
been there,
got me,
bro.
dog. So I don't even sweat all that shit. None of that. It was part of my journey. It made me who I am now. So I'm cool with it. You know what I'm saying? But New Orleans is just different, bro. It's so fucking different, dog. It's hard to go to jail. So I'm from Uptown. Sorry, hey, go. We back on, brother. My little partner, brother from VL. I gotta get back at him. He like hit me, woo to woo. We're in the military, but I'm gonna get back at you, brother. I know you
Where you
good.
going?
Somebody could how you say that internet lingo shit? Somebody I forgot, bro. But listen, man, back to the subject. Let me write this shit down and call brother when I finish, man. 'Cause
Yeah,
that's
you
my
gotta write
next
that. I
thing I
was me.
write.
I tried to share it, and it made the screen go all the way up to Facebook and all that. I was trying to share what we were doing. I just see that I could share it while we was talking.
That's your lane, that's your thing, and that's why you know what I mean. You who you are, and I am who I am. You know what I mean. I learned from you, and I applaud you, and I respect you. You dig
Man,
to
I
the
appreciate it.
fullest. Ain't no such thing as I knew this, and you. Yeah, we know what we need to know. So let's jam this up. You're a boss. I'm a boss. You feel me? So that's just this world. You know what I mean? But back to the lecture at hand, man.
Yeah, we
What
live
led
in
you to
this
get
thing.
into your profession,
Electrician or music? No, that's my profession.
music? But what would you consider? I mean, you're obviously you're a jack of all trades, really,
And
and you're
that's what
still young. You really young, and you doing your shit. You need to realize that, and whenever what it is you pray for, whenever you get ready, the man whenever get ready to give you that, you're gonna receive that, and you're gonna be like, damn. But if I can offer you advice, being where I'm at in life, if I was you, I just pray for guidance right now because the prayers that you praying are answered. You just need to pray for guidance. You know what I'm saying? And he gonna
yeah.
tell you everything you need to do when you need to do it.
It sounds like boy. Listen, I appreciate that part of this whole conversation the most because it feels like God is talking to me through you, and that's how I'm taking that. And that's from this point on. I started thinking about Kobe Bryant. When I just like as you said, I was Kobe Bryant popped up my head, one of my favorites. If I could bring people back, it'd be Kobe Bryant, Michael Jackson, Young Dog, and
Oh,
Slim.
hold on, hold
You
on,
feel
hold
me?
on. That's my bad. I don't mean to cut you off, but I'm looking at the comments, and I think that's brother right there. Oh, the thing, no, his name, oh, brother last name. Fuck, I forgot.
Nathaniel Gibson.
Yeah, somebody named the thing Gibson C. What's up, home? I was down with home. He's solid. You gotta be
What
talking
was
about
that
some.
with baby?
Yeah, he knew. Yeah, I know he's solid, dog. And Lil, Lil was solid. But I met him in person because I stayed in the 7 Wall once upon a time. You with me? But
You just sit there on the
man,
porch with me. I was like, "Who you is?" He was like, "I rap." I was like, "Wait, what?" I'm like, and from that point on, in my head, I was like, you automatically think rappers are like people who big or be assholes or something. And like, I met each person. You was not. I used to chill on the porch. I was a kid. I used to chill on the porch too. I got a chance to meet all the people in New Orleans like that rap that's even big. And the only person I can say had an attitude was Baby, and he was mad because somebody poured beer on his Ferrari, which I'd have been mad too. But that's why, and they put the bottle on the car at the House of Blues. I'm 16. You hear me? And
yeah,
that's
you
why he
have
was
been
mad.
mad too. See, that's the type of shit you don't go to jail for in New Orleans, but let that happen somewhere, anywhere else out of Louisiana. You know who's gonna go to jail? Baby. That's what's
Because he
gonna
got the
happen.
beer on his car.
Yeah, them people don't give a fuck about material shit nowhere but New
And
Orleans.
that's
We the
and
poorest
he was
state in the fucking world, but the richest in culture.
yep.
Our priorities never was straight, bro. They got a lot of money in the city, a lot of money, but they don't like. Man, I ain't shitting on my city at all. I love them to death, but to this day, man, I would rather visit and take care of my assets out there than to live there, bro. I've been gone since I was young, dog. Really, 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 really.
To be honest
You know
with
what I'm
you,
saying? But
I want to
that
I want
city
to
ain't, man, it's rich in culture. Everybody using our music, using our sound, using our
everybody
food, everything
stealing
we
our
do.
swag. That's why I tell you we the best because they steal our swag. They steal our clothes. Look, straight everybody, man, they be jocking and shit. They steal. Man, listen, that's why I tell you we the best city in the world because
Man,
they
that
want
is
our shit.
brother, man. That is brother. Brother said he done time with you. You solid. That's why I was just trying to add. You know, I ain't too internet savvy, but I ain't dumb. So I'm constantly learning as I go. You with me? Brother
You
said he
heard
done
me?
time with you, man. You solid.
Yeah, I think I remember that boy name. Can't think I remember his name. I fuck with him. You hear me? I remember that boy
I
name.
forgot that
I,
boy last name
I just can't think of
was
his
Gibbs C.
face. I just
Man,
can't
but
see the face. You hear me? But
man,
I
that's a
remember him.
friend of mine, bro. When I
Hey,
tell you
ask
a
him.
friend, and brother is from VL. Brother is one
Wait,
of
where
like,
we was
I
at?
mean, Huh?
Ask him where we was at.
He online. I guess he still there
Oh,
asking. I mean, brother, where y'all was at, man? Brother,
where
brother,
we
let me
was at?
know. Call the
Where we
brother.
was at? Yo,
I
damn, I
tell
remember
you,
your
this
name, boy.
man, shit, bro, legendary. I mean, legendary, nigga. Yeah, for real, for real. He like that,
Who,
like that. It ain't got to talk
Nathaniel?
about being like that. He said, tell him I used to rap the Chapel Rayburn. Yeah.
My GED at? I said 3 times. That little boy had some hands. But when I woke up, that boy had an eye.
Bro, damn. I ain't never got knocked out. I don't know how that shit feel. I lost a few gangster
Man,
little stupid ass. That nigga tore my ass up in jail twice. I was on some trip shit, but
man, I don't remember. I don't know how
ultimately,
I feel either
that
because I
little
ain't
nigga could
finished.
fight, dog. That little nigga could fight, boy. I'm telling you.
Man, I'm trying to. That boy was a boxer.
But
I
that shit,
started boxing. I been.
again, I ain't about to jump on that and glorify that because that ain't never what I ever did. I never was
But
no,
I would
nah,
just
that
keep
ain't
it in
my
the stack
thing.
about
Nah, that ain't
Rayburn.
me.
But I stood up on these
I done
10
been
all the time.
incarcerated twice for two things I didn't do. I swear on everything I love. God said I had to go, so I don't give a fuck who don't believe me, but
That's
I live
how I
good.
feel. And I've been in jail for something I ain't did either. That was the worst thing ever in the world to go to some jail for something you ain't did, and it's some
But
time like
you
ever,
know what
bro.
that's about? I
Like,
mean, as you get
I,
older, you realize that, some things you didn't get caught for. You know what I'm saying? You didn't, and you thought you got away with it, but
boy,
home is a motherfucker, bro. And
ooh,
you
let me
can't
tell you.
blame
Oh yeah,
you
let me tell
can't
you, yeah.
blame your journey for,
This boy,
what was in front of you, man. You gotta just keep going, bro, and keep moving.
my grandmother told me that all the time. What about the stuff you didn't get caught for? I'm like, Mom, I ain't did nothing in here. I'm in here for something I ain't did. What about the times you ain't? I'm like, I don't hear. When she tell me that, that means she want me to sit in here and learn. Like I ain't learned, I ain't noticed that then. But she passed away when I was in prison, 2015, when I was in Tensar. And I've been in like 18 satellite camps, but that's one of the world. God. But like my profession with music, like back to that, I like how we can get back to the subject. But I was listening to Dolph one day. I'm riding in my Benz in Hammond, and Dolph said something. And like, but I'm lying. This was after that. My first like thought about wanting to be in the music was when I was in my partner video. Shout out to Rich Hyder. Shout out to my partners, Flex Stars, my dog Mailman the P. Shout out to Pretty P. Shout out to Pretty Barbie. Shout out to the Reese Styles, Ayo, man, everybody, all the female artists,
You
No
said
Lie.
restyle my people, man.
Man, shout out to everybody that all them man. Listen, bro. If you want some music, excuse my hypeness, y'all, but listen. I ain't never seen that many females rapping in my life, and it was so fucking sexy. Cause they was in that joint, they had one coming there look like Lil Kim style with a jack. I'm talking about some hype shit. Project Bar, man, these women in New Orleans really got some talent.
Shout
Shout
out
out
to
to
Project Barbie, man. That's Soldier Slim. Rest in peace, Soldier Slim.
Long Live
That's his
Slim.
little sister.
I
She on
know
a
him.
remake. Uh-oh, she's a keeper.
And she be doing her thing too. You hear me? That boy got that. Oh, I remember that she's a keeper too.
You
You
ever
hear me?
saw
Like,
this? You know what this is?
that's a CD.
What
That's a
CD is it
UNLV
though?
CD, boy.
You know what that
That's the
is,
being
young nut?
peaches.
Huh?
That's the being peaches.
You know what it's at?
Where is that right on the picture?
Yeah.
No, not really in the city.
If you get a chance, go uptown, pass on 6 and Barone, and look
Oh, that's
on the
on six and
corner.
B. That's
Yep.
on six and B. You know, my first time hearing six and B besides when I was in jail. When I
Huh.
was a little
How y'all
boy.
heard it in jail? On
Because they had
JP or
niggas from
what?
six. No, this is no when they had niggas on six and B up in there. Yeah.
Oh,
But this
who
was
you
like
know of
back in the
6 and
G.
B?
Huh?
Who you know of 6 and B?
I forgot them dudes now. I forgot big old tall nigga. I forgot his name. Big dude. I know a couple of I'm from downtown, but I knew a lot of people. I don't remember the name. Where I come from, let me tell you something. When I was hustling on Bird, we don't know no nigga name.
See,
If you start asking a nigga, they gonna be asking you. I'm gonna start thinking, who you running with the police? Nigga, you wire? Let me check your. I'm gonna touch your nigga back pockets. I'm gonna tap his bag. I'm gonna check his shirt. I'm gonna tap see if he got a fucking chain on. Dead ass shit. So nigga never really pay attention to names, but only faces. You feel me? And like nigga know you if you fuck with you. Like you gonna get a nigga number. Like niggas don't even know you stay if you know them in the quarters type. You gotta really trust them because a lot of people on some shiesty and grimy shit a lot of days. Just about $1,000. Man, what's worth is nobody's life worth a Camaro, $1,000. They had a white girl who got killed a couple years ago when I was in jail behind Canal. I thought that was just crazy. Like, for what, man? Just grind, bro. Just grind. Just get some money. Why y'all go rob the banks? Go rob these motherfucking DAs. Not saying to do it, but like, why you fucking you mess with you trying to basically you're hurting somebody who ain't got it. So you in the same boat. So you poking a hole in the boat that you in. Stop poking a hole in the boat that you in and then get another boat. Create a bigger boat. You feel what I'm saying? Because if you keep poking a hole, like that's like you robbing a broke nigga. You know what I mean? What you robbing a broke nigga for? You hurt him and you broke too. Go rob them. Like people go killing people for nothing, but y'all ain't go kill this nigga who be giving everybody time. When Candace Zero was in office, I'm like, I'm not telling nobody to go do nothing about it. I don't condone none of that. But I'm just saying, like, they're killing each other for nothing, but not like just not even thinking right. Like, and that's not even thinking right either, but not thinking big. You know what I'm saying? And it might sound crazy, but it's like I'm basically saying, like, man, it's stupid in the whole sense. It's like violence is just dumb, and I appreciate the fact that I came a long way and I learned what I learned because if I didn't learn that, if I wasn't from New Orleans, I'd be a different person. I wouldn't even like you people get tired of New Orleans, but I'm proud to be from New Orleans. Let me tell you something. It's one thing, it's something to be from America, right? It's a privilege. But it's something to be from the United States, from New Orleans, Louisiana, in the United States of America. That's something else. You hear? That's
Right.
big. Because I feel like New Orleans is one of the best on the top 3 in the United States, top 1. Where you want to go and really have fun all night, all day. Can't
I
go nowhere
agree,
else.
brother. Brother said the worst prison is in your mind. And when your mind incarcerated, that's it, brother. So for real, for real. You know, you always
And
gotta and what he mean by that is they can lock the body down, whatever. But you if you read it what I mean, and even in prison, I know this for a fact. You not able to read everything. Now it's different technology, computer, whatever, but back then, bro, you can't you still lacking on what you need to know because they only was allowing certain stuff to get back there for you to read versus being
yep.
free. You can exercise your mind and read anything you want. In jail, you can't do that, bro. I mean, you don't.
And it's,
I
it's
agree with brother said about you can't let your mind. I agree with that 100%. You know
and
what I'm
especially
saying?
in satellite camps, them satellite camps ain't doing nothing for you. You have to go to places like Rayburn, and they're very strict at Rayburn. They'll write you up. They're
You
very
gotta
strict, man.
know him, bro. Brother, the coldest, I promise, dog. This man, the coldest, Christian rapper I heard so far. And
I
I
remember
listen to
his
all
name.
music.
Man, I know that boy name. I just can't think of
His name
I just can't think
Nathaniel
of his
Gibson,
place.
bro. Look cool, black, cool. He was locked up with his son, bro. He done a lot of time. He from VL. He was one of baby, like real. He was one of them, man, for real.
No, I
You
know who it
keep
is. I
trying
just
to
can't
make
think of
me
his face.
like go in the past, and I'm not trying to relive a nigga past. Period, bro. My thing is about forward. Why you think the windshield is bigger than a rearview mirror? See what I'm saying?
Yeah, I never
So
looked at
this
that.
man is a whole nother person. He ain't who he was. Period. No matter how you
Man,
look at him. You
yeah,
may
me neither.
assume this is him and this, but I know for a fact
And I remember that name.
that ain't brother
I just
brother.
can't put his
You
face on it.
did?
That's all.
But in the reality, that is brother brother. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? He just ain't an old fool. We was young fools, bro. I mean, our whole era. We was young fools,
And we
dog. I
was out, and
mean,
we
I'm
outlived a
not
lot of.
I'm not saying this to indict nobody, none of us, period. I'm speaking of New Orleans 90s in general, dog. Early, like late 80s in general. We was young fools, and it was hard to go to jail, really. You know what I'm saying? But you bring that mentality anywhere else, bro. It's so easy to get caught up, Paul. I'm telling you.
Man, I ain't gonna
So
listen. In New Orleans, it's hard, easy as hell. Where it used to be easy to go to jail. I'm talking about police used to just hack you up, bro. And police used to hack you up for nothing.
that's in the French quarters, though. That's why I
Hell
never,
no,
boy.
no
Oh
indeed.
man,
No,
you know what I done in French quarters?
Time out, time out. No indeed. Listen, I'm from New Orleans. Listen, my auntie, I had somebody that stayed in damn near all the projects in New Orleans except the Melt and the Bill. You hear, and the Fisher. You dig? And other than that, I had people in all. I used to stay at the county with my auntie, right? Boy, I was walking to the store one morning to go get breakfast. Come back from the store with the breakfast in the car, wait, walking by myself with nothing on me. Police stopped me, threw my food away, took me to jail.
That was after
T-
2000, right?
tell us right, yeah, that's something around that time. Let me tell you another one. I'm in about my ain't seen the feet. You know, they got the on Orleans, they got the little ice cream snowball stand, right? Man, the police already hacking somebody. I'm walking from the street with a brand new ice cream, bro. Man told me throw my ice cream away, took me to jail. My auntie right there watching. I ain't did nothing. I was just 2 times. I ain't did a thing. I should have sued their
I'm
ass.
laughing because you don't understand what it is, bro. It's called gentrification, player. Like when we was coming up, they didn't have that, bro. If you wasn't a homeowner, you still was good in your hood. Now, since they gentrifying New Orleans, it's like that. You can't do that asshole. Tech doing real well, bro. Appreciate it. Oh, you cannot do stupid shit where they gentrifying that, dog. You get a charge and they gonna bring your black ass to jail, whether the jail's crowded or not. That's it. Because they like
What?
see before, listen. I want you to listen for 1 minute. Before Section 8 and before the blacks really took over the real projects that was tore down in New Orleans. Whoa, for real. Appreciate it, brother. I tried, bro. I tried, dog. I tried, bro. But what I know. I mean, you know what I mean? So it's like before the blacks, my mama worked for housing authority for 30 years. My mama passed at 45. You feel me? So this
Yeah.
what I know about Section 8 and all that type shit, bro. And it was blacks. Before blacks took over the projects, it was all in Section 8, all that kind of shit. It was white people that was in the projects living off Section 8 and
It sure
housing
was.
authority and all that shit. You know what I'm
It
saying?
started in Iberville. Sure was.
So then when the white folks moved out, that's when we come in, right? My era. My era, we coolin'. We all, I mean, you in the project, you could. You in the hood, you could. Whatever, you know what I'm saying? But I was different. I was a little different. I ain't gonna get about me because it's about you once again. But
Mm-hmm.
when they knocked those projects down and started knocking the project, that's when the gentrification started, bro. And this was after 2000. I know this for a fact. I left New Orleans in 2002. I was on the West Bank. I met you on when I was on in the 7 wall in that house with my first wife, with my little boy, my oldest son. Man, that was what, 2021. I mean 2001,
That you was that was
right?
that you was young like that?
Man,
Oh,
man, I've been doing what I do for a long time, bro. Really. And I
word.
analyze shit and I think of how this happened, why this happened, and I suddenly shit just come to me sometimes. I don't know it all. I still thirst for knowledge and information. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yes.
that's what makes the world go around, communication. And it's a shift. I feel like it's a shift in the world because when we was coming up, we looked up to older cats, like real street dudes like brother, like myself, like BG, like gangster, like a
Yeah.
lot of names that you may
Slim.
heard of but really don't know of, the brother.
Yeah. You just
It was
heard.
different because we looked to older people to, and it really told us the real, and we accepted what it was, and it was a choice that you made. You know what I'm saying? And 9 times out of 10, we had a motive to be on the street, bro, to do what we were doing, and the motive was money. Some of us got money to stay fresh, stay sharp. Some of us got money to do whatever, but not many of us got money to invest and to move around because New Orleans is so small. Just like I'm telling you, you got a whole biz in the city and you talking about you pay cash. That's not normal for a New Orleanian, dude. But
I
if
was
you
like, I
go
don't have it no
anywhere
more. That boy
else,
gone. My baby gone. That was I miss my. I don't have it no more. I still got. I got a now. But
it
at least
don't
I got
matter,
something.
bro. A car is a car. What a biz gonna do that the hoop division? It's gonna get you from point A to point B. You
And
take
it'll give me
cash,
the
it's gonna
seat.
last longer.
Now
It
listen, I ain't
don't
gonna
matter.
lie. It give me a better chick. Sometimes if I get.
Well,
hoopty.
you right about that.
I can get
Do that. I mean, but
I can get a bad chicken or hoopty. You dig? Like, yeah, I did. I
see,
do.
now that's what we come in at. We
You
like,
heard me?
bro, man, I had driver's license, legitimate driver's license at 15. You dig? I was one that, man, my mom used to let me drive
Hey,
a rewind. I was running them up, man. I was a spur little dude, but I
shout out to
wanted to
Bernard
be,
McMillan. You heard me?
it was my environment that kept me like grounded. To this day, man, I don't have no image of man, no, that wasn't me, man. I'm not about to tell my people that I come from a broke up. Nah, dog. My mama graduated from Southern University, went to Chicago, found my daddy, right? My
Yeah.
daddy laid down, he's so full of Chicago pimp shit and slick shit. They call him Chicago slick when he moved to New Orleans, right? But
Yeah.
I come to find out my daddy really from Mississippi, but you know, if you know your roots, a lot of people
Everybody
back
from
in
me
the
from
days
Mississippi.
migrated from
From
Mississippi to
Mississippi. Yep.
Chicago.
Oh, I know that
So
from New
my
Orleans.
family is really grounded and rooted. You know, I mean, my oldest sister is 3 years older than me. She passed a few years ago. And she used to tell me shit like this, and I never believed her. But the same girl I'm telling you about is the same person that told me, fuck with Beatrice them. Beatrice them is Birdman to y'all. And that's,
Mhm.
man, it's deep. But back to you, bro. Check it out. All right, we talked about some of the obstacles you faced, you know, getting to where you are now. And we talked about your education and all that. You explained that. Oh, so I'm gonna ask you this because I'm getting short and it's almost my time. I gotta take care of my other thing. I'm daddy duty, you know, single parent. Got that first. But like I've been promising you, when I got a chance to sit down, I was gonna get at you, dog. You're very interesting. Very,
Thank you,
very. And I
brother. I
know
appreciate
my
that.
listeners on here. Look, y'all hit that cash app too, for real. Fuck all that, man. This man, y'all hear a story. And look here, I got people that's locked up too. I'm not, I mean, I think God just put me to where I'm at to do what I always wanted to do, live comfortable and bless others. That's all. That's all I ask for.
Facts.
You know, I
Yeah.
come from an era where we ain't stunt, we just floss, and that's all we do now. We don't stunt. Shout out
Oh
to
yeah.
shout out to Birdman.
Hey, I think you
I
gotta be from
mean,
Uptown to know how to
the
make that
best to
noise. You
ever
hear me?
do it. The best to
You
ever
gotta
do
be
it. But
you
we
gotta be
didn't
from
do
Uptown to
that
make.
when I was there. And we ain't gonna do that now. Believe that. You dig?
But
So
listen,
let me ask you this, Fetachini slash Lance, you see.
yeah.
So, what's your short term goals, bro?
My short term goals is to make a hit song. My short term goals is to start school. Well, actually, to start school next week. That's a short term goal. Get ready for prepare for school. That's a goal to prepare and get my schooling and things like that.
I see. I
Get
just
some
got a
music.
text.
I want to get on some shows, podcasts. That's sort of my short term goal. It's kind of long term, but it's short term because I want to do it now. I guess shout out to Bernard McMillan because he said we need y'all on Vlad TV, and that's why I really want. I want to go on Vlad TV, and I want to go on off the porch as well. And it's like because I want to speak who I am and where I come from because I just feel like I can make a difference in the United States of America.
You definitely can, bro. You're gonna make a difference. You're gonna make a difference.
Yeah,
You
and I was
gonna
like
be making a difference now, dog. Believe that.
young
We
Dolph.
constantly talking
And,
about where you
yeah,
at. You know, graduate. You got one degree, and you still about to get in school again, man. I can't get enough of that, bro. Because information changes all the time, right?
yep,
Communication rules the nation, right?
yeah. So does
That's
education.
simple. You still getting constant degrees, and I got to tell my kids, I got grown kids, and I tell them it's perfectly okay to not know what you want to do at your age. You don't know your purpose, you don't know what
Yeah.
you want to do, but do what makes you happy, but stay your ass in school. You smart
And,
enough to get paid to go. Come on, man.
and shout out to my kids. I got some great smart girls. I got a 20-year-old and a 15-year-old daughter, and they're both getting my oldest daughter is
Shout out.
she in school. She in nursing. She got her mind head on straight. And my youngest daughter is straight up ace student. The girl don't know nothing about no C's and D's. And I keep telling her every time she make an A, well, get better. I always tell her, being
Bro.
better is a never ending quest. And I'm grateful to have great kids, man. Shout out
There
to
you
the kids
go.
because I love
That's
them. They absolutely, I ain't gonna say the kids are like the world changer. They're like the spirit. If they not no badass kids. Man, if you got a badass kid, please chastise your child so somebody and you got your kid around somebody and they go to being disrespectful and rude to you, and the kid and you the parent don't say nothing. And that's just some people I can't be around. I don't like that. That's badass kids when the kids gonna talk back to kid people, the adults that they don't know. And that's not proper home etiquette. My mom ain't play with me. She ain't play that. I ain't bop. She just sleep bop. And
At
I
all,
earned
dog.
that a respect level, you know.
At all.
And
I had my daddy when I was a mama's boy. Nigga, you could tell. Oh, my mama only son, the middle
me
child.
too.
For real, got anything I wanted, whenever I wanted. But when I
I ain't
went
had
to
it
ask
like
my
that.
mama for balance in 7th grade, she looked at me sideways, and that's when I felt like, look, I'm going to get my own balance. I'm gonna put some gas in your car to drop
Yeah.
you off in Iberville at work, and I'm gonna go get my little partners, and we gonna go to school after school, pass round the folk, pass round the Mac type. You know what I mean? Bumping
Yeah, fool.
legit.
See,
You
you
see
gonna
what I'm
see by the
saying?
chicks. Yeah, all right. That's the type of stuff we do. I was doing it on a bus. You hear me? That's how I end up in hoods. Man, I remember my first time on
Bro.
Belfast Road.
And boy,
Man,
you're
listen,
doing on the bus, huh, bro?
girls used to, man, I'm saying girls used to have me. I
Dang.
used to be in all kind of hoods, bro. Man, I ain't be like, man, I remember I was on Belfast and Monroe. My first time I walked to the store. She said, go to the store, it's on the corner. Man, then everybody on the corner got a gun in their hand. I'm like, man, what the hell? That was like I was 16, you hear me? I'm like,
See, bro,
God dang.
I don't know. I keep
I said, I
thinking
gotta
about
go
that
get me
French
one.
Quarter shit, dog. Look,
Yeah, bro.
every time you bring me back to that French Quarter, I always wonder how them niggas downtown going that French Quarter. You don't know who the law is, bro.
You gotta
All
be.
that,
I'm gonna tell you something, man. See if I
yeah,
talk
that's
too
a
much,
whole
I'm gonna
nother
give it a
world,
game
bro. That's a
away.
whole
But
nother
but
game,
see,
boy.
and see if I talk too much, I'm gonna give it my game away to
Well,
some people
leave
out
that
there. But
alone. That's
listen,
what I say.
I'm a,
We're not gonna
but no,
listen,
no,
listen,
we listen.
listen,
Let me
listen.
tell you. Hold on, not to cut you off. I don't mean it like that, but I'm saying in Bourbon Street, brother, you have to be a hustler to know how to hustle on
That
Bourbon.
what
You have to be
brother
a
just
hustler
said.
to
That's
get money.
old school hustling. That was
Period. You
exactly what it is.
not no shoe shining. Not no. I got to know where you got
Not
your
that
shoes at.
right. And that's the
Not
type of hustling I used to pay attention to from them little boys like, a lot
tap
of them
dancing
niggas.
and
I
drum
remember
beats.
like the Oreo, them out the Ville and all them. They was
Yeah.
doing their thing
Them,
back there, whatever. But in the French Quarter hustling, man, you had to be a real hustler to know what you
yep.
was
And let me tell you,
doing.
speaking of the Ville,
And
if
I
you was
don't
from
know
out the
nobody from
Ville,
Uptown was rocking. Not
but
me. Nah.
speaking about the Ville, if you was from out the Ville and you was on Bourbon Street, your first hustle was tap dancing. That's how it was. That's how they
Yeah,
learned how
we
to tap
wasn't doing
dance.
that. I know a couple of people from Uptown fucking around different, but I don't think that's the hustling they was doing, that type of
It
shit.
was I don't
My
know how to
Uncle
tap dance. They
Hardy,
was out there
my
tapping.
Uncle Hardy was out the St. Thomas, bro, and I can't tell my story without adding him because he's the real reason that I started rapping. Nigga, I always was in music and shit like that, but I didn't. I could sing to this day. Tech got the voice. Tech always could sing and do all that shit, but my voice is a lot better than it was when I was younger. So I do a lot of melodies and singing nowadays. You know what I'm saying? But
And that's what I be doing
man,
too. I make music with AI technology, band lab. I be on everything dealing with making music, and I've actually got it. It's actually got to the point where what's up, everybody on my live? I'm on the phone. I'm on the y'all podcast. You hear me? Make sure y'all check that out on YouTube. I'm on live. You hear me? And we've been talking, man. It's been rolling, man. You gotta check it out.
hey,
The
two
whole
more
story,
questions,
y'all.
Fetachini. Two more questions. I gotta go, dog. Look,
All right.
oh, what's your long term goal, bro?
My long term goals is to get my life in order, man. I wanna be set. I say set, I wanna be financially stable so that I can help my kids when I'm gone. My kids have something to get. I ain't
Gotcha,
give. They don't
gotcha.
have nothing. I want
All
to be
right.
able to. My long term goals is to really better my life and be better every day. It's a short term goal. It's a long term goal. Also, to be better every day because I know that I got a lot to work on. I know I overcame a lot, but I still have a lot to work on, and that's the one thing that makes me want to have. I want a 6 car garage. I want a G wagon, and I want my own car. I want 2 cars for myself. My wife gonna have a car, a family car, and a van with an RV. You hear me? And I want to be able to just be blessing my city. That's my long term goal to get to where I'm going. You hear me? Get to where I'm
Right.
going at to catch my dreams. Stop chasing them and catch them. You hear me? Because it's time to get it. It's 2025 and
Right.
we got to be live with it. You know what I'm saying? And so people say, "Where you been at, Fetachini?" I've been laid back in the cut like a band-aid, but I'm still on it like the Green Hornet. You feel me?
That boy, look,
Like
we got a new record. That boy texting, sitting in the cut like a band-aid, waiting on a lick. Can't wear them. He said, I can't wear them skinny jeans. How am I not gonna fit, man?
You talking about? Yeah, I'm
Man,
bro.
say, bro, it's been a pleasure to have you on my podcast, dog. I'm gonna share this, bro. I hope my viewers share it. Man, say, bro, anytime you want, just holler at me, set it up, and I got you on here. Let them know where they can find you, and I gotta bounce. You heard me?
All right, you still got to ask me the last question. I got an Instagram. My name on YouTube is Lance Parlow. You can catch me. Go subscribe to my YouTube channel and on my Instagram. I got three Instagrams, but I only get it to one at the moment. And the first one is Born BORNINDA Struggle BORINDASTRUGGLE. And my and you can just find me there. If you find me there, go lock in, go tap in with me, man. Share things. If you all doing anything musically wise, and it's nice, I'm gonna share yours. If I even know you just dealing with my people. You know what I mean? Like it's all love, man. I appreciate the opportunity to be on your podcast and just the opportunity to talk about things that we can relate and just to get things off my mind. You know, and this really been a privilege. It's been a privilege, and you talk about it as me, but I gotta give you your flowers before I let you go. And I'm gonna tell you, like, man, I just wanna appreciate you, because man, you're gonna be great. You're gonna be even better than who you are now, and just stay on your level, brother. Just stay on your level and don't give up, because I'm not giving up on mine, because people like you believe in me. You understand me? People are all humans, but sometimes people are. It's not what you know, it's who you know, and you know a lot of people more than I do, and I know more people that you don't know. But at the same time, it's like Bill Gates said this. I met Bill Gates before when I was selling magazines. He said you gotta pick somebody in
Wow.
a room.
Well,
He
see,
said I was selling magazines. I met so many people. He said pick a person in a room, and once you pick them in a room, you find something that you like about that person, and then you pick something about a person that you don't like, and then you find that you see something in the person that you don't like, and try to take that out of you. But also the person that you do like, you try to put that into instill it in yourself in a better way and being better. You know what I'm saying? And so that's what I get from right here.
You
I hope
got
that
it,
makes
bro.
sense.
You
I hope
got
that
it. You
makes
said a
sense.
whole mouthful, bro. You know, man, it's been
Bro.
a pleasure to have you, talk to you, bro. And I know they enjoyed it as well. But Noah McMillan, whoever you is, man, mad love, dog. Appreciate the
Shout
comments.
out to Bernard McMillan and Nate and Nathaniel Gibson, man, and everybody else who's on here. Julia was early, Preston, everybody, man. Me, appreciate y'all. Go lock in, go tag you. I'm gonna follow you back. And it's man, we just prepare for my music because it's on now. I got a lot of music that I'm making. Don't judge it because I'm making it off AIs. And like Young Dolph said, if you can get if it's your phone can give you a whole bunch of money. You can make $1 million off your phone. You just gotta use it. And still, I started using it, and they got this software out there. So if you know how to
Thanks.
learn how to use this software, y'all, we can make a lot of money. Like, and if you do make a lot of money before I do, put me in with you so I can learn from you. We can learn together and make some more money. That's how I
Big
feel,
time.
like that.
Big time.
You
You
dig?
know,
And like, so shout out to you, and you. Holla, you hear me?
for sure. I appreciate you, dog. You have a blessing, dog. Continue to be you, man. Holla at your boy, you need me. Yo, hit that like
Oh,
and subscribe, bro. Yo, hit that like and subscribe button one more time and
right now.
tell a friend about my podcast. It's popping. I mean, look, everything on here I recognize. You might not know people looking at y'all or whatever, but we got a lot of us that got our ears to the street and our hearts in the right spot that's trying to help and do what we could do, and also be value to y'all, and you let y'all be valuable to us. And we use each other, but never misuse each other. You know what I'm saying? I hope y'all
Facts.
got something out this. I hope y'all see the daddy in New Orleans or wherever he be, bized up, hooped it up, or whatever, and respect his mental, because he is somebody, and he's gonna have everything that he visions that he won't lead at. Dog, holla at me, man. You got my personal, man. Let me holla at brother right quick and give a baby girl, man. I got some things to do. Y'all have a blessed day.
You,
One.
you too. One, baby. Thank you.
Yes, sir.